What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Austin Lewis here, coming to you guys with my partner in crime at Austin Zaback. Welcome back to the A&A Show. Of course, we extremely apologize, okay? We've gone through some transition phases here, but we're stacking content so that we guys can, we can come to you guys more often, more frequently, like were doing before. Yeah. So we're excited about this. And as you guys saw in the title, as well as the thumbnail, in today's video, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin. Yep. Now, Austin had mentioned, as we sat down here, he's like, dude, the last episode we actually filmed and posted was actually on Bitcoin. Well, in fact, it was, okay, and that was when it passed, what, 30,000?
It was about to hit 30K.
It was about to hit 30K. And just recently, it hit almost what?
It hit $41,617.
That is absolutely insane.
That's what I was looking up when you
literally
asked.
Top. So 41,600 and some bucks was Bitcoin's highest peak. Do you think, just out of curiosity, then we can kind of dive into our notes, just your theory, do you think it's going to, obviously it's pulled back, which was bound to happen, in the 34,000s now, currently. Do you think it's going to, I mean, of course, nobody knows, but do you genuinely think that it's going to get back to 40,000? Do you think it's going to skyrocket past that? What are your thoughts?
Dude, I mean, I don't know that anybody knows. You know, I was listening to a thing the other day. I don't know if you saw, but Andre Geek went on Impulsive. You know, I mean, I think Bitcoin is becoming widely adopted way more than it ever has been. So you have institutional investors and you've got big money coming into that market, which, you know, you never had before. Like back in 2017, you didn't have a whole lot of that. Yeah. So, you know, for that reason, I think I think eventually it's going to get there. Yeah. You know, I don't know when though. I don't know if now's the time, because I'm a little uncertain about the market in general right now, right? Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at the stock market, like just waiting for the day where I wake up and it's down 30%. Yeah. You know, like for real. You see what I'm saying?
What is the Dow at right now today? Do you know?
Dude, it's up, bro. It's up. Like it's like I think. Let me just make sure.
Because I mean,
my portfolio's up.
Yeah.
It's at 31,000.
31,000.
So I mean, it's up.
Yeah.
You know.
Holy cow. I mean, it just surpassed 30,000. Like it was just it didn't even hang out in 30,000. It just went straight to 31,000.
31,000. You know what I mean? So I don't know, dude. I think, you know, and people are like, oh, the Bitcoin doesn't have anything, or crypto doesn't have anything to do with like the central banks and blah 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 blah. But like, if there's fear in the market, right? Like you said it one day we were driving. I think you're like, yeah, Austin, but like all those people that got $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, like they own a fraction of a Bitcoin. Yeah. If the market starts to tank, like they lose their job and the stock market starts to, you know, then it's like, you know, people are gonna probably pull out, right? But again, who knows, bro? All the markets right now, like if you think left, they're going right.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right? Like whatever you think is supposed to happen is doing the opposite of that.
Exactly.
You know, so I don't know, dude. I don't think Bitcoin should be quite as high as it is quite yet, in my humble opinion. But what the hell's my opinion worth?
Yeah, no, 100%. And I mean, you know? Like I was saying that about the Dow. Like, right. There's no reason, and you agree, like there's no reason the Dow should be at 31,000. Like,
there's still 12 million people unemployed.
Yeah, what's the point?
There's more people unemployed right now than there was in 2008. Yeah. You know?
It literally insane. I remember prior to the election, people were like, if Donald Trump gets reelected, everything's going to crash. Right. If what's his name? Joe Biden. If Joe Biden gets elected,
you don't remember his own name.
Everything. Yeah, I just pulled his moment. If he gets elected, everything's gonna crash.
Right.
So it skyrocketed.
Dude, I mean, and there's everybody out there under the sun, right? Like you said. I mean, I heard people that were like, if Biden gets in, you know, buy like all the EV companies, the electric vehicle companies, and like energy and stuff like that. If Donald Trump gets elected, you know, go for the oil and the gas and the, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like they all went up, you know. It's like
everything went up.
I'm like, you know, it apparently didn't matter. You know, apparently didn't matter.
I don't know. It was wild.
I don't know, dude. I think, gosh, you know, it pulled back. It went from 41,000 down. It actually got all the way back down, 30 yesterday?
30,000, yeah.
So it dropped like 11
That was like at its lowest.
It basically dropped like 11 grand in like a few days.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, which was insane.
It ran up in a few days too. So it's like, you know, it's extremely volatile right now. Yeah. The volatility, I mean, we text back and forth about that, but the volatility is just insane. Yeah. So in 1 week, it went from 41,000 on January 8th. Okay. Is when it hit 41K. So that was an all-time high ever. Right? Bitcoin, January 8th. Okay, it's the 12th. So that's 4 days ago.
4 days ago. And
then it hit an all-time, well, not an all-time low, but it hit a low of 31,000 January 11th. Okay. So in 3 days, it dropped 10 grand. You know what I mean? And then it bounced back from 31 to 36,500 today. Actually, today it hit 36,500 at one point today, and now it's back down to 34,300.
Yeah.
So it's fluctuating a few $1,000s every couple of hours.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, which is insane.
Which is pretty crazy, right?
Yeah. You can buy a Bitcoin, make a couple grand, and get out.
Yeah. And maybe that's the answer, right? If you're watching the video, maybe you should be trading Bitcoin. I don't know, dude. I think if you're buying, I think it depends on what kind of investor you are, right?
Yeah.
If you're buy and hold kind of guy, buy and hold.
Yeah.
Buy and hold.
Yeah,
Don't look at it for a while.
Yeah, a couple years.
Yeah, a couple years. Then maybe it is worth $100,000.
Yeah.
Or more. There's a lot of people that say it will be.
Yeah, that's
right. If you're a day trader, I think you could probably trade it at any time.
Yeah.
No matter what it's doing.
Literally anytime.
And if you don't know what the hell's going on, then maybe do something what's going on.
Oh, that's too funny.
Like us.
Exactly. Right? It's kind of crazy to me. Bitcoin's currently up. I'm just going to take a look at our notes here. Bitcoin's currently up 40% so far in 2021 and on track to post its second best week since December 2017 rally. And I forgot what it did in 2017. Didn't it go from like 3,000 or 4,000 or 5,000 all the way up to 19,000? Like it jumped like 15.
It ran. Same way it's running right now.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
And then it came down and stayed there for several years.
Yeah.
Bitcoin is up since Bitcoin debuted in 2009. It's up 9 million %.
That's insane.
In a decade. Well, 12 years.
12 years.
Yeah.
That's insane. And I saw this
9 million %.
It's just
imagine buying
insane.
some Bitcoin back then.
It's literally insane.
You know what I mean?
I actually talked to somebody the other day. It was literally 2 or 3 days ago. That was like, he was just on the phone. I mean, he's got a lot of Bitcoin now, but he was like, bro, my first Bitcoins, he's like, I paid like 4 Bitcoins for a pizza.
Right.
In New York.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
Because we've heard those stories.
Oh, yeah,
those stories are often like,
oh, yeah.
People used to just trade all the Bitcoins in the world.
Well, in January of 2017, so not that long ago, Bitcoin was less than $1,000 a coin.
Less than $1,000 a coin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
January of 2017.
That's just crazy, dude.
It was like 800 a coin, 900 a coin.
Yeah.
Where
did we first find out about Bitcoin?
A lot of people hit us up. We were living at the Tom Scott. We were doing network marketing.
That was 2017.
Well, yeah, right in that time frame. And then we had a lot of people because we had people at the time that we were going on tours of mining facilities.
That's right.
And so we were familiar because we were trading. We were a part of a company where we were doing stuff with Litecoin and Ethereum, and some of the other altcoins. I think like some of the random altcoins, because with my previous business partners and stuff, everybody was like all hype about it at the time. And that's I think back in like the Periscope days, because I've been on Clubhouse the last couple of days, and I was remembering back to like the Periscope days when everybody's talking about Bitcoin on Periscope. You know what I mean?
Oh God,
similar to that. So that had to have been I mean I'm sure we knew about it before then, but when we really started looking at it, buying it, selling it, trading it, probably 2016.
Yeah.
And then probably 2016.
Yeah.
And then we rode that all the way to probably 2018 or 19. Didn't really mess around with it for a year or two.
Yeah.
And now
nothing was happening.
Not a lot was going on.
Same homeboy that took it and put it in Tesla.
Yeah.
Nothing was happening. He had all that Bitcoin. Nothing was happening with Bitcoin. I was just chilling.
Yeah.
But then it did, I wouldn't say crash, but it fell
to 3,800 in March.
3,800 in March because of the pandemic. Because everybody was fearful.
Right.
And then it just kind of, I don't even remember. It just kind of went up from there.
Yeah.
It's been a wild ride, which is, just the cryptocurrency in general.
So if you'd have bought 10 coins at 3,800, you invested 38 grand.
38 G's.
And sold 10 at 41,000, you'd have made 410 grand minus 38 grand. So on March, whatever, if you and I would have woke up that morning and just bought 10 Bitcoin, we'd be up 372 right now.
Yeah, which was only 38
at the very peak, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 38, and you're up 372. You sold for 410.
Yeah.
So you'd have been up 372. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah.
Hindsight's always 2020.
Always.
Let us know
what 2021.
What you guys are doing with Bitcoin. Yeah, 2021. I still forget. Let us know what you guys are doing with Bitcoin. Are you buying? Are you selling? Are you what you doing? What you playing? What you think it's going to do in 2021? We'd love to know. Do you have any final thoughts on Bitcoin at all, or?
Nah, dude. I'm just glad we had the conversation.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think anybody that talks about like, and we could go a little bit more into detail, right? Where it's like, here's how many coins have been mined, and here's how you mine it, like Andre Geek, right? And here's how you mine it, and here's how many that'll ever be, total in circulation, right? But I don't think anybody really knows what they're talking about. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos and stuff, and one guy thinks it's going to 100 grand, the next guy thinks it's going to 0.
Yeah.
And I don't think either of them are right.
Nobody knows.
You know?
It's like you tell me, the weather guy. Right. They're right 25% of the time, 25% of the time.
Yeah, he's 50% right 10% of the time.
Yeah, there we go.
You know what I
mean?
Yeah.
It's just like people telling you something rather another about Bitcoin.
That's exactly right.
So
with that, guys, if you haven't already, make sure to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching anywhere else, make sure to come check us out on YouTube. Subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below. And we typically are talking about all things, money, finance, real estate, life. We'll give you relationship advice from time to time, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Sick nasty.